I'm trying to tell you that there's a black witch going around taking away persons. I can't say it is ladies alone, but one of my church sister got robbed. They had her hostage in the vehicle for a while, beating her with gun. They took her bag, cell phone, everything that she had.
According to multiple reports, it appears that a black seven-seater vehicle with a red license plate is going around abducting and robbing citizens at gunpoint. The Jamaican Urban Transit Company JUTC has confirmed reports circulating on social media that two of its drivers were abducted and robbed at gunpoint outside the company's Rockford Depot in East Kingston on Tuesday. According to the JUTC, about 8 p.m., the driver's shift ended and they were standing in front of the depot awaiting public transportation when a black seven-seater vehicle with red license plate drove up. They boarded the taxi and upon reaching the vicinity of Caribbean Cement Company, they were held at gunpoint and knife point, tied up and abducted by three men who were posing as passengers. They took their personal valuables, including cash and the company's identification cards. They reportedly drove around with the staff for 4 hours, eventually releasing them at the waterfront in downtown Kingston, said the JUTC in a statement released Thursday afternoon. Multiple voice notes of victims that was robbed and abducted by the black seven-seater vehicle has been making rounds on social media.
Security youth, I come from work for half a tree in Liver Seaview. And he work up at Ligani. And when he come one 7-seater, a taxi, and he jump in it for half a tree for go 3 miles. And when the man then reach Hadley Park Road, then turn off and Walter Man can down a Mongoose Town. Man in a car with gun. I look how them do him, beat him and bust up in and everything, take away him bag in phone. Everything him have. Them take it a beer them thing you go on. A serious thing, beer them thing you go on. You know? So, you know, want the people them just walk around and just dip on phone and not conscious around the surrounding gentlemen. Tell no family, tell the kids them, because you know some of them little pitney, them have the tendency. When them walk, them just there in themselves for them, know, conscious around them surrounding. A beer them little thing you go on now called Christmas. And the criminal network, they try all kind of way. All kind of way them try. Feed food at Christmas now, nothing go on. So them a try feed them way out to see it. I take them and take people cars them around taxi now. As you go night, man, the night they go and wait for you.
I'm trying to tell you that there's a black witch going around taking away persons. I can't say it is ladies alone, but one of my church sister got robbed. They had her hostage in the vehicle for a while, beating her with gun. They took her bag, cell phone, everything that she had. Her bank card. They asked her PIN, and they sent the bank card to the bank with someone else in another car. And the person pulled every dollar from her bank book. Every dollar. And then beat her, and then she started to sing. She started to sing a song. You know, she started to minister unto them. Minister unto them in the song. And that's when they get freed. So I'm telling you, persons, ladies, males, whoever walk with a lot of cash, stop it. Whoever is walking with their bank card when you don't have to walk with it, stop it. Because these thieves are stopping at nothing. Yesterday when she came to church, her face was swollen. She had to get stitches in her face, then push the gun all in her mouth. She said she got death road. But God was on the job because she's a child of God. Her father is a pastor. So ladies, may I tell you now, most of you ladies love to walk with a lot of bank cards. Stop it. stop it because them not stop. Them a go through every means and ways. Understand? And they will take you to various places. I don't know if anybody has been raped, but being as it happened to my church sister, she only can talk from what she experienced. And I tell you, it is very, very, very unbearable to know that somebody take a gun and just a beat you with gun in your face for nothing. And she comply. And one of them I say, I not trust you, you know, kill you for kill her, you know. I not trust you, you know, you're too quiet. Yeah? And one say, no man, she a comply, man, she a comply. Every dollar gone from bank book, everything what she save. She have a surgery to the next month. Her son sexy money night. So ladies, males, stop walk with a lot of cash. If you don't have to walk with your bank card, don't walk with it. Please. So I'm just sharing this info with you because it happened to somebody from my church. And when things don't happen to you, you don't know. You can't talk of somebody's experience. But just imagine 4 gunmen, 4 man, all in a car and a beating in your face with gun. That is so unbearable. So ladies, dad, fathers, mothers, grandmothers, be careful. Have a nice day, everyone, and be careful. Take taxi where you're used to or take taxi that you know.
Hi guys, I come to you to share this story of an incident that occurred on November 27th, 2020, as a means of bringing awareness to everybody as to what is going on. Not everything is being reported on the news, and sometimes what you don't know can really, really cost you a lot in the future. So let me make you aware as to what is going on. It has struck close to me now twice, and this time it devastated me even more because it's a friend of mine that's the same age and everything, so it could have happened to me. She went to take a taxi to go to work on the Friday, and around 7 o'clock at Harborview bus stop, she was a taxi came up, black, something close to a Noah, was a 7-seater. Came up saying town, and she decided to go into the vehicle. Red plate, by the way. A gentleman was in the back with a woman, very cozy, and another man was in the front seat with the driver, and in that middle section there had an ex-man. She went in after the vehicle drove off. She didn't like the feeling she had, so she decided she wanted to come off. She asked the driver to let her off. She was met by a gun in her face to say she's not going anywhere. The other young lady in the back was also, then she realized that the young lady in the back was also crying. So it seemed she was also being robbed, or she's a part of the whole thing. They tie strapped her, put her on the floor, and used her face mask to cover her eyes. They took her cards, they took her phones, and they asked for the password. They drove around to several ATMs to draw money from her card. Remember, this is Friday after payday, and she is a frontline worker. So this is just really sad that the persons that are putting out to ensure that we're doing good or trying to help out the COVID situation, you're doing this to them. So they drove around with her from 7 to about 11 o'clock in the vehicle, and they were trying to pick up other persons along the way. And when they searched her, they even at one point used her card at a store to do a point of sale, because after a point you can't draw any more money from the card. So they wanted to max out everything. They wiped her clean. All of her pay was removed from her account. Any money she had was removed from her account. and they picked up a woman that she decided she was just being very noisy, and they started to beat her, thump, lick, whatever was happening. She couldn't necessarily see what's going on, but she could hear what's going on. They threatened to shoot the woman, and I guess at this point, when they were holding the gun to her head, the lady stopped. This is an elderly woman, because they were advised once they stopped to pick up anybody, they're gonna draw the mask down to their mouth. They shouldn't look at them, the guys, and if they signal to anybody coming in, then they'll shoot them. So two guys in the vehicle had a had a gun. Um, she was not seeing where she's going exactly. After they took her phones, after 11, they let her off um, at a location and gave her some fare and say she mustn't look after the vehicle drive. She must turn the other way after the vehicle drive off. Then she must go the opposite direction and go home. Guys, be careful. You would think that, oh, if it's a regular plate taxi, white plates, or they're just doing regular route, that is where, oh, you put yourself in danger. No, this was a red plate taxi, I repeat. So it's either we're going to decide we're going to boycott the taxi then, because all taxi men know each other. And I must say, this is not the first time this same vehicle has been identified in robberies. My auntie had the same incident about 3 months back at another location in Washington, and it is the same man that is being described. If you see, I'm gonna advise you, stop take the 7-seater them, or I'll stop. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do, but something has to be done. If it is going to hurt their pockets, all taxi drivers, then maybe we'll get some help, and these incidents are being reported to the police station, but nothing is being done. I don't know why. I don't know the logistics as to how they can approach this, but I would think it is as simple as, okay, if this vehicle is being described, why can't we stop and search all vehicles with this description? When my friend showed up to the police station after they finally let her out, they were like, "Oh, this is the next girl from the incident," because the other two females would have reported what was going on. And I'm saying, was there a patrol out looking for a car of this description? This vehicle has been going around to several locations, guys. Washington Boulevard, Harborview. There was another location someone mentioned, I cannot remember. But we have to put a stop to this as to what is going on. We cannot work this hard for our money for somebody who is doing nothing whatsoever to just come and take it. The guys did not even have any ambition. The point of sale they did with her card was at a closed store to go buy sneakers. What kind of ambition you have? You're robbing people before you go buy food stuck in your house. I'm not promoting robbing. I'm saying these people have no ambition and they need to be caught. The driver is a fat black man. So if you see a 7-seater, fact that, and remember we're at bigger risk now because everybody is wearing masks. So you can't identify anybody. They're investigating, but it's hard to identify who it is because of the mask wearing. They took her cards, went into ATM machines and draw as much money as they could. She now has nothing, no pay, no phones. This is traumatizing. I would not want this to happen to anybody. So I'm just warning you all, and please share this voice note with as much people as you can, and let us help to put a stop to this. We can all work together to put a stop to this. Guys, please circulate it. Thank you.
Thank you for listening 876 Report. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for further news.